I've came across a cool little adapter that I think a lot of you will like, especially if you have the Nintendo Switch. 8Bitdo have released a new adapter that allows you to use any controller with the Nintendo Switch. And if I jump over to my browser, 8Bitdo wireless USB adapter, and you can see here this, they basically went for the kind of, you know, it's like a USB flash drive, but they've used the design basically from the Mario bricks. It's quite cool, it's quite retro. And you can see here, it's got the adapter here, and it's got, you know, Wii controllers, Wii U controllers, it's got PS3 controller, etc. And there it's there. You could use your PlayStation 4 controller with your Nintendo Switch. You can see the adapter there in the background. I think this is a really interesting idea, guys, because forever in the history of gaming, you know, a Sega controller worked on a Sega system, a Nintendo controller worked on a Nintendo system, a Sony controller worked on a Sony system. This is how it's always been. You had to use the right controller for the system. And I think this is a really cool idea, and it's going to help a lot of people. Because if you have a Nintendo Switch, if you already have, you know, a PlayStation 3 or a PlayStation 4 in the house, you've probably got lots of extra controllers. You know, I've got 2 or 3 PlayStation 3 controllers. I've got a couple of PlayStation 4 controllers. And rather than spend a lot more money on additional Nintendo Switch controllers, I could just buy the adapter. It's a very, very good idea, and it's quite surprising it's took so long for this to come. So, this works on a Nintendo Switch, Windows, Mac OS, an Android TV box, Raspberry Pi, and Retro Freak, which I'm sure you guys have heard about as well. Now, it doesn't work the other way. You can't use a Nintendo controller on a PS4 right now. At this time, it only supports the Nintendo Switch when it comes to consoles. But you can see here, it will support all 8Bitdo controllers and arcade sticks, DualShock 3, DualShock 4, DualShock 4 Pro. You also get the Wiimotes, so the original Nintendo Wii. Those controllers will work. The Wii U Pro, I've got one of those controllers. That's you can see it here in the background. It's like a white controller. That's a really good controller. And it works with the Nintendo Switch controllers as well. It's a very, very interesting idea. Now, I know that, you know, on the Switch, games are designed for Switch controllers. But there will be certain games where this will work out quite well. Fighting games and things like that. But, you know, maybe there's certain games that you're better getting a Switch controller. But I think that this is a fantastic little accessory to buy. And if I jump over to my browser, it retails at $20 in the USA, and it's £16. Sorry, $20 in the USA, £16 in the UK. That's a good price. That's a decent price. That's an acceptable price to be able to use your Nintendo Wii controllers, your Nintendo Wii U controllers, your PS3 controllers, and your PS4 controllers. Excuse me. Got a tiny bit of a cough. So, I'd love to hear your thoughts on this, guys. I think this is a very interesting accessory. I think they've priced it at, you know, it's not too expensive. I think it's a good price point. And if you've got a Nintendo Switch, I think this is a really, you know, it's a great way of adding the ability to use other controls that you've got there. So I'll leave a link to it, guys. Please check it out, and please let me know what you think. Thanks for watching.